Hello, and I hope you're finding yourself well as you jump into this video with me. We are going to talk about something that I've seen a lot from clients and even actually people I know in my non-work life around. It's that frustrating comment, like, why am I not eating what I know I need? And if you struggle with that, or if that's happening for you and you're feeling frustrated to the point it's like, I know what I need to do, but I just don't quite do it, I don't know how to get there, then this is the right video for you, and we are going to dive in. My name's Tracy Brown. I'm a somatic nutrition therapist and attuned eating expert, and we're going to talk about this topic of what is going on with that. What is going on when, like, I kind of know what I need? And there's a lot of different nuances of this, and so if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm all about the nuance, and that I want us to not live on the surface of the situation, but really dig deep. So thank you all who are watching live. I just want to call you out. Hi, Megan. Hi, Helen. I really appreciate you. For all those who watch the replay, let me know if you're watching the replay so I can kind of get a sense of when is best for you all to tune in as well, because I would like as many people as possible to show up to these lives. So make sure that you are showing the algorithms that these videos are important to you and that you care about them, and that will help these videos, more people will be able to see them too. So, thank you, Megan. Good morning. All right, so let's dive in. When I hear, and this is it, don't let the title of this video fool you when we don't eat what we know we need to. That's not a diet talk meant to confuse you thing. It's really about, there are times when we get a lot more attuned to what we need. It could be as simple as, like, I recognize that I'm a little hungry when I first wake up, but I don't do anything about it. Or I know that I'm actually craving a salad, or I know that I'm craving a steak, or I know that there's this, like, just right stopping place that helps me feel really comfortable, and I override that. And so in Monday's video, I hope if you didn't see it, please go check it out. That's from December 16th, 2019. Check that one out, because we talked about all kinds of eating. Restrictive eating, binge eating, emotional eating is a relief valve for something that feels too much or not enough. And I want to go deeper with that with this one topic today, which is, I know what I need to do, but I'm not quite there. And it's on the same topic of it being a relief valve, but I want us to start with compassion first. Like, people, want, hear me talk about things and want action steps. So here we go. The first step is compassion. So when we know what we need and we don't quite allow ourselves to act upon that, that means there's a barrier. And that barrier can be all kinds of things. It could be that you actually maybe even know what that's about. Let's have compassion for that. Maybe you don't know what that's about at first. Let's have compassion for that. So your strategy, if you need a checklist of things to do, is number one, have compassion. Everyone watching this, I know that you're brilliant and you have so much wisdom to bring to this healing experience. So let's start doing that first with compassion. Is that not a one of us started down the road of diet culture knowing, like, the full effect that would have on our lives. We may or may not have chosen that. I'm not sure. But or may have been all you've had, and so we want to have compassion for that too. So tip number one is compassion for whatever circumstances got us here. And however, how come or why ever we use this as an escape valve or like a relief valve. Number two is that with that relief valve is the medicine and the story and the medicine. So let's say you're finding yourself knowing that, like, I can intellectually see that, like, the first half of my day is not enough food. And that often leads me to binge, out of deprivation-driven eating. But I don't quite let myself, or maybe you don't have deprivation-driven eating. Like, you're right now, your thing is, like, I just don't ever eat enough. And it's impacting my life in XYZ amount of ways. Regardless of the situation, it's like, I intellectually I can see it. I can see it on paper. I know it in my head. I know it in my heart. I'm not in denial about it. And yet I can't quite, like, I know it. So there's clarity there, which is amazing. If you've got clarity, and I didn't even talk about like how to get clarity. We'll do that in another video. But today let's pretend like you know what you want to eat. And it's even in your house, let alone that it's not in your house yet. And that your next action step, if you know what you want, just go get it, even if you're not going to eat it yet. There's something that's going to bring a lot of soothing to your system if you do that. Maybe some anxiety, but also some soothing, and that's important. So let's say you have it in the house, and it's like, what prevents me from letting myself have it? And I would say 95% of us are struggling with slowing down. We'll find all kinds of ways and all kinds of strategies to keep ourselves busy. What's happening in our day, the extra email you think you've got to check, whatever it is. Or maybe for you, it's like, no, I know what I need to do. And it's obvious. It's just flight energy. Like I'm like intellectually, like I know this won't hurt me. I know it's not too much, but my body's like, my brain knows better. My body's like, nope, can't quite get there yet. So I would try to meet that flight energy and just slide up on right beside it. And even imagine having your arm around it. And just being curious about the fear. Like, what do we fear is going to happen if I slow down first, if I slow down and eat the food second? And see what comes up for you. This is basically a journaling assignment / just being really introspective. But even more important, not just from a head perspective, but feeling your body. So where is that fear about, like, I need to eat breakfast. I can't put it off. Or even, let's say that you eat some, but you know it's not enough. You eat a piece of toast. And maybe even you're recognizing, but this piece of toast is only taking me like a couple hours, and I still keep pushing off more food. Just keep noticing, like, what is the value, or what do I get out of the choice, either prolonging it or not eating enough, intellectually knowing of what's going to happen the rest of today, or what might be the accumulation of that over a week. And if you can start to get clear about the function of that not ability to not reach, you're going to start to get some answers, and you'll have even a lot more to be compassionate about. And you might be surprised, but then something in you won't be surprised. And it's such a gift to be able to like have that information. And that will give you an opportunity to be able to say, like, well, I'm going to sit right beside this fear. I'm going to ground myself, get some fresh air, talk to the dog while I do it, sit on my ball while I do it, and just give my body some resources to be able to take this food in the way that my body wants and needs. And then I can get feedback. Oh, this amount of fullness feels tolerable right now. Oh, okay. Or this amount of fullness isn't enough, but this is my first new step, and I'm pretty happy about that. And we can be proud that we're not white knuckling it with our intellect to do it, but it's a more embodied experience. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about this topic, it's pretty nuanced. I'm trying to bring the body-based work into all this fabulous head information around intuitive eating that's already out there. So if you have questions about it, if you think this video will help someone, don't be shy with your sharing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you Friday in a couple days in the next video. If anybody has any topics they'd like me to go into more detail and nuance about, please let me know. I love getting your emails and your private messages about what's important to you, where you're stuck, and how I can help. All right, and I want to hear your shared wisdom as well. If you tried some of these things and you feel comfortable sharing, please do so in the comments below so other people can just, see it from a real life example of not coming just from me, but from kind of people, going through it as well. I mean, I've been there and I've come out the other end of it, and I know I can speak from experience and speak from the training side of it too, but there's something really special about somebody who's actively, I'm doing that right now. And it just helps us know we're not alone. So if anybody feels compelled to do so, I'd love to hear about your experience with trying this out as well. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.